Hello, welcome to the program Face the Fact on Global TV. My name is Topsy Gimbaya House. Face the Fact is a program that gives you the opportunity to watch and listen to national issues being discussed. It also provides us to look into matters in-depthly for those who care to know, and of course, looking at issues in a different perspective by inviting people who make news to be with us on each edition like this one. This evening, we will be joined via WhatsApp call. A comrade in the name of Abdulaziz Idris will be joining us to add more information to the current clash between the Minister of FCT, Wike, and the National Secretary of All Progressives Congress in the person of Senator Ajibola Bashiru. He was a senator representing a particular district in Osun State, and now a secretary to the National Secretary to All Progressive Congress. You remember, there was a time really that Bashir was simply advising Wike on the need to allow Fubara to operate successfully. But the minister felt a little bit insulted and began to attack the national chairman, advising him or telling him in a very strong word that he is a national secretary but not the national secretary in Rivers State, and that if he decides to do whatever he wants to do, if he puts his hand inside fire and the fire burns his hand, he should not blame anyone. We all know who Wike is, and there is a very big departure. He's gradually becoming taller than the master that appointed him, and the APC members are not too comfortable and they interpret him, or they see him as PDP trying to destroy APC, as much as he's not fully a member of the APC and still believes that he's a member of PDP. And so there is a very serious crisis within the party, that's the APC, whether or not the leadership should respect what Wike is saying or to follow what APC is saying. That's where the problem is. And it is on that perspective that I decided to invite Comrade Abdulaziz Idris to further put perspective into it and explain more to what extent this fight will go. And so we're going to go a break. By the time we call, Comrade Bashir will join us on the program Face the Fact this evening. So stay tuned, don't go away. Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times 276, and we are all over the social media handles for you to join and be with us wherever you might be. So stay tuned, don't go away. Yeah, welcome back. This is Face the Flag on Global TV, channel 365, Star Times 276. Like I said, we suddenly discovered that the Minister of the FCT, Wike, who is actually a member of PDP but serves APC, is gradually becoming taller than the master that appointed him. Recently, of course, we saw him attacking the National Secretary of All Progressive Congress in the person of Ajibola Bashiru, who is from Osun State, where, according to what Wike said, allegedly, that he's not surprised that Bashiru is talking the way he is talking, knowing the fact that when they realized that there is 600 million or billion naira left in the coffers of the Rivers State government, they decided to go there to take their own share. And so, if he has successfully gotten this money, he should stop making noise, because he is not from Rivers. The fact that he is a member of the All Progressive Congress and the National Secretary for that matter does not give him the right to start making noise inside Rivers State. And of course, if he decides to do that and fire burns his hand, he should not blame any other person. The question here is, how would this fight end, looking at the way he has pitched camp against the national leadership of the All Progressive Congress? Joining me by WhatsApp call is the person, Comrade Abdulaziz Idris. He has been a regular analyst here who comes to talk on issues, presenting matters in the right perspective with us. And so this edition stands out to be another one where he'll put in his voice on that. It's a pleasure having you on the program this evening, Comrade Abdulaziz Idris.
Yeah, it is my pleasure. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you have clearly understood where the dimension of this program. We are looking at the crisis between Wike and that of the National Secretary of All Progressive Congress.
Yes, I've been watching the drama unfolding, and you see, National Secretary of ABC is for national. It's not meant for one state or one region. It's a national, so he can. To me, what I understand about being a national secretary, he can he can double on everything concerning APC as far as politics is concerned, or any region or state or whatever. He has something to say, being the head of the secretariat. So this allegation coming at this time that you know what is going on. Everybody knows what is going on in Rivers State between FCT Minister Barrister Nyesom Wike and the governor of the Rivers State, the incumbent governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara. Being that everyone knows what is going on, you see, this has lingered long. For the first almost now 3 years now, there have been battles of who get the political structure of the state. According to Wike, was that being that he is under boss Siminalayi Fubara, he is expecting 100% loyalty to him. You know, before issue of loyalty comes, anytime they wanted to, you want to bring your successor, that it has been the practice or the tradition of, let me say, African politics here, especially here in Nigeria. When you are leaving, you bring in your successor.
Who will be loyal to you?
Whom you expect him to give you that loyalty even after leaving office, after you hand it over to him. But the problem is, the moment they enter into office too, they wanted to consolidate power, and they wanted to, they don't want to become like puppets to the predecessor. Because his people wanted to come into to test the power and see and get what they want or get what they're supposed to have gotten. But the issue of appointments, state resources, control, contracts, and whatever, before you know, then the battle line usually get drawn, because this is not only about Rivers. We have so many examples. Kano, we have Sokoto during Baparawa time. We have so many of them. So many of them that happens. Not only the Rivers State, but the Rivers State on now is the one that is becoming a problem, because what the Wike want was, he wanted to control 100% of Rivers State, being that he fought similar Pubara at this time. Well, Pubara, from the beginning, he wanted to be loyal, you understand. But I know his people will be pushing him, don't be loyal, don't do that, you are the governor now. At the same time, he gives, to some level, he gives Somuke the respect deserved. But before you know, Wiki find it is not enough. It's not enough for him to stay with what Pubara is giving him. He wanted to have a total control. That's really what happened. So before you know anything, fight started. Now that the fight has started, we are seeing let's leave all what happens behind. Let's come and discuss this issue whereby the National Secretary of the state went to Rivers State, and in his speech, he showed that yes, they are behind Pubara for 2027. And don't forget, there was, although we do not see documents, but we have been hearing rumors that the governor of Rivers State has signed agreements in the Bila with the president that he is not going to contest the second term, because that's the fight. The Inyesomke camp without what they were proposing, that he would not seek 2027 re-election. Now, for the national secretary to go to Rivers State and said, we are behind you, we are in support of you, you are the governor of Rivers State, and you will be elected in 2027. Really, that thing, I know it will hurt Wike's camp, because as I'm speaking to you right now, they were planning to have somebody who will be the one to contest. Don't forget, just recently in his remark, FCT minister said he doesn't want to hear anything PDP or APC. All he wants to hear is renewed hope. That means he has merged the two parties. You understand? That's what he said just recently. So now, looking at it, he come and said, okay, that means he will make sure there is no either candidate for PDP, only APC candidate. Maybe that's what he wanted to do. He is not a registered member. That's the argument of the national secretary. You are not a national member of the APC, though you cannot come and double into the internal party issues of the APC. But Pubara has registered as a member now, who is 001. You understand? Of APC.
Being the governor of Rivers State.
Yes, being the governor, that means he's in control of the APC at this point.
Exactly.
Because according to what they do, any governor who is a sitting governor in his state, he is everything concerning the party. Is that not so? I think we all know about that. So, likewise, the Pubara camp, what they want Pubara to consolidate power and also ensure that yes, that agreement, whether it's signed or not signed, Pubara should do everything to ensure that he got the second term, that is in 2027. The Wikis camp are not happy with that, and he himself, many of us thought all this fight was because Pubara refused to join APC. But now that Pubara joined APC, all of us, our expectation is that the fight will be over at this point. But you can see a new twist of another fight is coming off. Even before the national secretary of the party went to Rivers and talk that they are behind or they will support Pubara. From what we have been seeing, right from the beginning, he went there on the podium just last week. He was saying that nobody is 001 in APC, that you'll be talking on your mandate. We stand blah blah blah. All these things really is really baffling us, because there was to some extent, for me, I solidly sometimes I'm behind Wiki because I like his political movements, the way he does it, because he did it with aggression. He did it. He's focused. He get what he wants. But the problem here is, it's not every day that you keep fighting a fight. When you fight to some extent, you allow it to go. You understand? This is politics. This is politics. This is not a lifetime something. All of us one day, whether we're on this earth or we are not, there will be a time whereby you are even living, but your name will not be mentioned any longer. In the just from 1990 downwards, just look at the name of people at the front page of every newspaper, at every radio station, at every TV discussion. Where are they today? Where are Tony and Ennis? Where are many of them? Just a few to mention.
They are fizzled out.
So now, there were some of them are still alive. They're in Nigeria, but you never heard of them. So definitely, Wike too should know that time is coming that something like that can happen to him. He should take at this point of time. He should remember that in every stage of life, there's a level that you have to play the way the earth plays. Don't just say everything belongs to you, or you have to double on everything and everything.
Comrade Abdulaziz Idris, in your own opinion, looking at the way this fight has gone far to the National Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, do you foresee Wike is gradually crumbling by losing his popularity within the party, though not a member of the APC, but he's well respected because he's doing what the government wants him to do. But taking the fight to that level, is it likely to consume him?
Definitely, because he's fighting so many battles. Battles in rivers. Now he's going to start battling. And don't forget, he has a PDP battle, which is like national. You understand? Now, doubling into APC politics also is another fight that he wanted to put on his calf. Don't forget, just recently, there were plans, according to what we have been reading and hearing, that the Wike camps wanted to Anyau, who is a current secretary of the PDP, that will be the candidate of PDP in Imo State, this coming either APC or PDP, I don't know, but he's going to be a candidate for the governorship of Imo State, which is not, that thing didn't sit well with the
current governor.
With the current governor,
yes.
So there were the there's a tendency that the way he's playing the politics at this time, he might lose his grip. Because by the time most of these APC governors rallies behind Pubara, Wike might lose that battle. Even though he is a man of that, the character that he always saw that he get what he want, and he always is a winner of many fights as far as politics is concerned. But I know it's not every day. One day that you can lose something, no matter what, in the battlefield. Even if you do not lose, you do not lose the battle. Your sword will be broken.
Exactly.
Yes.
I like that.
You should treat people as sympathizing with him at this point. I don't like betrayal. I knew in Africa we cannot do anything without godfatherism, especially in Nigeria. If you have godfather, you make it. Simona Laipubara wouldn't have been governor of Rivers State if he doesn't have a godfather like Wike. Wike fought in the battle. Only him. He fought Amechi. He fought this one. He fought that one. He fought Odilis. All of them. He said it's Pubara. You understand? I don't like betrayal. But it has been the tradition of our politics. We betray our godfathers. Well, the godfathers too, if you look at them, they are not sincere. They are not faithful when it comes to how they play their role as the godfathers. Everything will not belong to you. When you have left the office, there was some certain respect and loyalty that, yes, you expect that they should not be negotiable. But to some extent, you should also be flexible. You should consider the fact that you are human. The person that you put in there is also human.
Yes.
That's it.
I'm looking at Nigerian politicians, comrades Abdulaziz Idris. Looking at Nigerian politicians, those who are highly placed in various offices in this country, I don't know who is actually the enemy to them. Is it the actual enemy, or those people who are within the cycle that keep pressing them to keep doing what they are doing, meanwhile they are consuming, but not being able to tell them that they are not dressing, they are naked.
Yes, you see, to be candid with you, we that were present them when we knew the direction they're taking is not the right direction. We are the one. We should consider ourselves the first enemies, in fact, because I cannot. Whoever you see, they used to say, when you see somebody come to the market and naked himself in market, he's sure of two things. He will be either be beaten hands down to suit for, or he will get a new clothes. You understand?
Yes.
So whenever we somebody is dancing naked in market, and you have the opportunity to cover him, you keep now telling him, no, keep dancing. You are even covered. Well, that person is not. This is right, but you know one thing with government, there were people. Once you enter government, there were cabals. Every government has its own cabals, either in state, in local government, in state, and likewise in the presidency.
Okay.
Cabals are the one at the forefront.
Okay.
Whatever they want is what will be done. Even the president or even the governor or whatever, there were some certain things that he cannot do.
Yeah.
They will tell him that no, this is what we want. Okay. Because they were the people who always been with him, right? Maybe from the scratch.
Okay.
So he may not like to say he will not go with their ideas or he won't go with their ideologies.
Okay, comrade, the check time, we are gradually coming to the end of the program, Face the Fact. I really appreciate you. You are one of the persons, each time I call, you pick my call and respond as quickly as possible. I did prepare your mind early enough, but when I realized my first guest was not able to come, I said, let me reach out to you, and he gladly accepted to be here to speak to us via WhatsApp call. I appreciate you greatly, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's my pleasure too.
Thank you.
I'm always ready.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, comrade.
Mr. Topsy.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Thank Global TV. I thank them all. Thank you.
The management is hearing you. All right. Thank you so very much, comrades. Abdulaziz Idris, who often appears here to talk to us on a number of issues. That's about the size of the program, Face the Fact on Global TV. Like I said at the introduction, you watch us on Global TV, DSTV channel 365, and Star Times 276. We are all over the social handles. Wherever you are in Nigeria or outside the country, you watch us. My name again is Topsy Gimba. We shall come in your way with yet another package next week. Do have a very lovely time. See you again, and bye-bye.